Here we go. Now we're recording. Okay, guys, I wanted to welcome you to our Get Fit Crew Lunch and Learn. I cannot believe this is our last call of the year.
Crazy.
Our last team call of 2017. I'm like, it's crazy. And next Friday, we have our Challenger Chat. So don't forget to let your challengers know that we're opening that up so we can talk about any issues they might be having with their meal plans, any successes that we want to shout out to any of our challengers that might be doing really great in their groups. So that's going to be next week. But for this week, for today's, we are going to go out with a bang of our 2017 calls. And Natalie is going to host and talk to us about Power Hour and the importance of doing it, how she does her Power Hour. So I'm going to go ahead and mute mine, Natalie, and I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I definitely do mine in pockets throughout the day. That's just easier for me, except for when we would do it with Tanya, then I would just do it all together there. I actually haven't even done mine today yet just because I'm so busy. My schedule's been so crazy, and this snowstorm out there has really changed everything for me this week. Well, I'll go through about what I usually do. First, I say happy birthday. If I don't do that, then I get really bad of doing it, and I forget. So I make sure I do that, and I private message people. Because if you think about it, a lot of people don't send that private message, and they just post it on the wall, and sometimes the people don't even see it. Invites. The invites are so important. Tanya knows that when I first started, I probably had like 500 Facebook friends. I have I think I'm close to 1,500 now. It could be more, but I do slack on that. But it's very important. And you have to get rid of that fear that, I had that fear that I thought it was awkward to friend request people you don't know, but you have to change that mindset because your bank account you'll see a difference in your bank account by doing that. And I'll tell you how I invite people. If I find a friend and I go through their friends. That way I know that we're not going to have so many mutual friends. Like Tanya and I probably have 150 mutual friends just because we're from the same area. So it's just really random that we have that many. So anyways, I go through a random person that I've added, go through their friends. Sometimes I'll even that person's friends. And I try to add, when I'm adding, I try to do 50 people at a time. A lot of people don't accept, and a lot of people do. And sometimes it's other people that they have their other little business, so they're all about adding you back. So that's how I do that. And you have to do as many as possible. Remember when I started, I was like, Tanya, I did 2 people this week. So you have to get past that. Do as many as possible. Start conversations with people. Doesn't have to be about Beachbody. Say hi. Go to their wall. See if they took a trip somewhere recently. Ask them about their trip. I should be just doing all of this now since I haven't done it, but I will do it when Lucy takes her nap today. Free groups. I think everybody should have a free group. I have my ongoing free group. I used to do separate groups for each little challenge I did. Now I just put everybody into one place and whatever, do it from there. You get a free group going if you don't have it. If you have one going, I every day go in there and post something. I've been really bad. I've had a lot going on this past, even my trip to Florida, I've been back, then Lucy got sick, then I got sick, and she's been home from school, and then the travels, everything. So I have a lot of my own New Year resolutions for the new year, that is for sure. And then every day, you guys should be posting something, whether it's your workout, your shake. I used to post a lot about my shakes. I feel like I really stopped doing that, and I don't know why. Every day I post about my workout though. You need to be a product of the product. Why I like to do my workouts, because I like to prove to people that no matter how busy your life is, you can get 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I can't finish my whole workout, especially when I have my daughter here, but I'm doing something. And we need to show people that this is possible to do. And that's another thing. Like, I don't want to post that much. I don't want to be annoying to people. You can't think like that. Sometimes people don't see your stuff all the time. Sometimes people are watching. They may not say that they're watching, and oh, hey, Michelle. But they're watching, and you might not realize that you are inspiring someone and putting that little thought into their mind that they want to do this. So definitely post every day. Post once, at least once. If you want to post twice, don't be scared to do that. But I definitely, you have to do that. One of my friend Whitney, she was doing this. She doesn't do the coaching thing anymore. She still works out and still killing her own personal journey on this. But when she was doing it, she'd post once a week or once a month, and that shows in her business. You have to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent. Yes, have to be very consistent in this. Invites. This is another thing that I slack myself too. But the last time that I did invites to do just this 14-day free trial, oh my gosh, I think I sent out 60 invites, and I got back 8 people who were interested in doing it, and it's the most feedback I've got. Just again, I know that was my biggest thing that I struggled with is thinking that I was going to be annoying. And once you get past that, and the no's, go for the no. If people say no, I've had people tell me, no, I'm not interested. No, not now. And 6 months, a year later, here they are. So just be consistent. I think that's all I got.
No, that's awesome. I didn't get to say hi to the girls that hopped on. Hi, Michelle. I like seeing your face on here.
No, I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever.
I know. That's because we changed the day and time. And then I wanted to introduce everybody to April.
Hi, April.
Our newest business builder on our team. So this is her first call getting on. She used to be a personal trainer, so she's super happy to kind of get back into being able to help her clients in a better way. So let's see. Oh, she just got out of the shower. I was just reading the chats. Okay, so I want to piggyback on a couple of things that you had said because you hit so many nails right on the head. Perfect. You definitely have to, like she said, get out of that mindset that you're harassing people and get yourself into the mindset that if you are not sharing this, if you are not asking them to join you, you're being selfish.
Yeah.
Because we have such an amazing thing to share. To me, I tried so many things, the gym or this diet plan or this meal plan or whatever, and nothing stuck until now. So why would I want to hold that in and not share it? So I know what it's like, and I feel you. I kind of started slacking on sharing my shakes also. I noticed I wasn't sharing them as much. So now I'm going back into, and now with stories, I share everything. So people are able to really follow everything on there and then kind of see highlight. It's like the highlight reel on my actual timeline and my behind the scenes on my stories. But I've gotten back into sharing my shakes all the time as well. And I think the reason why we stopped is because we've been doing it for so long. We just assume everybody knows we drink this shake every day. It's just in finding different ways to share. I have some tips on sharing. It's very, very important to not say the names of everything when you're sharing, or you don't have to make sure that you're showing the Shakeology logo in your drink and things like that. That's something that I used to do when I first started. I made sure that you could see the name of everything, or I made sure they knew the full name of the program. But then what I didn't think of is when I give them the whole name, all they're going to do is go on Google just like I would do and Google this product and maybe not realize that they can order it through me. And then here they are ordering it and getting assigned to someone else. So that's a tip. You want to make sure, like, if you're talking about 80-day obsession, you just say the 80-day program that I'm going to be doing, the 80-day total body transformation that I'm going to be starting, things like that. You can still say 80 days, but you don't have to say the whole name. That's something you'll notice in my posts, that I don't really say the name of what I'm doing. I give a little bit about what it is, or maybe say a little of the name, but I never say the whole thing. Like, I don't even say Beachbody On Demand. I say my streaming of fitness, my fitness streaming. Or when I talk to people, I don't even tell them the name of it's Beachbody On Demand. When I'm messaging them, I tell them it's an online streaming of fitness. Think of Netflix for fitness. And they're giving you the superfood shake. It would be like as if Netflix sent you popcorn every month, so you can have popcorn when you watch your movies. You know, the company's sending you your drink that you need for every day for your fitness. So you got to think of different ways to kind of explain this to people. I also don't call them challenge packs. I call them bundles, because people understand bundles. Best Buy bundles things, Walmart bundles things, Target bundles things. So that you got to kind of understand their verbiage in order to share. Very important to be adding people every day, like she said. That's super important. I know that's one thing that Natalie tried fighting me on for so much when she first started. She's like, so I just randomly click add friend to someone I don't know? And I'm like, yes, because then you're going to
say, yeah. They're like, do I know you?
Yep. And that's a good question too. And all you say is, whether it's someone local, like there's some people that we have so many mutual friends, I know I must have met that person before. There's no way I have not met that person at one time or another. So I'll always say, well, I honestly don't know, but you looked familiar and we have like 100 mutual friends. So I just assumed we've met before. And then we start talking and then come to find out, like, I know the person's sister and that's how I knew them. Or I did meet them at a party and they remembered something silly that I did at a party, or whatever it may be. So you cannot be afraid to add people, even if you're working in your warm market right now. Like April. April's just starting out, so she's working in her warm market. You want to add people every day now, because your warm market is going to go flat. And you're going to have to talk to everyone, and you don't want to talk to them anymore because now you feel like you're harassing because you've talked to them so much. But now you don't have a new cold market to make warm. So for me, I'm going on, June will be 5 years that I've been doing this business. And I still add friends every day. I'm adding more friends on Instagram now because I keep maxing out on Facebook and then deleting people that like conversations are either going nowhere or they're a dude and I don't talk to them. And then I'm adding new people on Facebook. But I still add friends every day. And I honestly don't count. I do the timer, which is something I used to do when we did our power hour. I set my timer for 3 minutes and I add as many people as I can in 3 minutes. So I don't know how many people I'm adding. I can tell you based on, because I use Teamzy, that like today I added 12 people into my Teamzy that I didn't add yesterday. So 12 people accepted, but I don't know how many I sent out.
And I also want to say, especially April, since, you're new, but when Tanya messaged me, and it was like, a year later that I finally responded to her. So she added me, she messaged me, and honestly, it wasn't that I was purposely ignoring her, but a year later when I was fed up and ready to do this.
That's when you messaged me back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so, Christina, another coach on our team, she started the shakes because she posted about something and one of her friends tagged me for me to talk to her about the shakes. So me and her started talking in a private message, and then she started her journey and then ghosted and didn't answer me for months. So don't give up on people. Like I have people now that I started talking to 2 years ago that are finally starting with 80-day obsession with me. They're finally getting into something. They've had a free membership with me for years and have been in my free groups, or they've never responded, but now they do. So just don't give up on people. Like when I say I'm removing people, it's usually guys, because when I first started, I just accepted all friend requests because I just wanted to grow my network. So now I'm just cleaning out, people that, I know have told me they're not interested, or they're guys that I've never even spoken to, things like that. It's very important to be adding, and it's very important every day to be inviting. Like last night, April and I were texting, I want to say until like 10 or 10:30, because she had 10 conversations going with 10 different people because she sent out invites and asked them if they wanted to join, and they all started responding back to her at the same time. So I was helping her with how to explain the bundle to them and how to explain the program and things like that. So because she's inviting, she's getting people interested. Like she's letting them know, because if we don't invite them privately, you have to remember, only 1% of our friends are seeing what we post on our Facebook page. So, hi, Lou. So only 1% of our friends can see what we're posting. So because of that, you might post that they can order from you, or you can help them with their journey, but not everyone's seeing it. That's why you have to privately invite them, whether you're using Instagram or whether you're using Facebook. On Instagram, send them a private message. Instagram works just like Facebook. Send them a private message, talk to them. If they like your workout post, if they posted that, you're doing a great job, whatever it may be, invite them. Hey, you're more than welcome to join me if you want. Sometimes my invites are as simple as that. Somebody messaged me saying, you're such an inspiration. You motivate me to get out and get walking. And I always respond back. I thank them because to me, that's such a high compliment. And then I always say, you can always join me on this journey if you want to. That's my invite. Join me if you want. Invites don't have to be hard. Sometimes we think too much about it. We make it harder than it really needs to be. We need to just keep it simple, and this is how I think of it when I'm communicating with people. If I was face-to-face with them and I'm meeting them, what would I say? Hey, it's nice to meet you. I'm Tanya. A lot of people are coming from my like page, so I ask them, are you on a health and fitness journey too? Like, you must like something about nutrition and fitness, because that's all my like page is about. So you have to think of it like if you went to a party and you met all these strangers, what do you say to them? That's exactly what you say to them when you're messaging them, when you're first meeting them. It's so nice to meet you. I love growing my network. I love meeting new people. I'm excited to get to know you. Whatever you would say to them in person, say to them through Messenger. Same thing. I'm trying to think. There was one other thing that I was going to say that Natalie had said. Oh, the free groups. I used to do the same thing. I used to open up a group for a certain period of time. I would close it, and then I'd open it again and close it. I just open one group, and all of my free challenges are in that one group. So like right now I posted about my AAA threat group that I'm going to be doing for the month of January, which is arms, abs, and ass.
I love that. I've been meaning to tell you. I love it.
Thanks.
I feel it.
Because I already had a 30-day calendar written out, and it's an arm workout, an ab workout, and a booty workout. So I'm like, I'm just going to call it AAA threat, and that's what I'll do for January. So because it works a little bit of their whole body. But I'm not opening up a separate group. It's my Fit for Free with Tanya group that I have on Facebook, and then I just change the cover photo and I post in there that I'm doing it so I can get the excitement in that group. So you don't have to keep opening up different groups if you don't want to, because that can get tedious, because your same people are going to want to go from free group to free group. So you're going to removing them and adding them back. So it's extra time. In this business, you have to work smart with your time, because if you do a lot of those extra things, you're going to find that you feel like you're working all day. So you have to be very smart with your time and work smarter, not harder. So Natalie, you hit all of it perfect with Power Hour. That's everything you have to do. The happy birthdays are really important. My favorite thing to do is I send gifts on people's birthdays. So I find a funny happy birthday one, whether it's someone doing a happy birthday dance or whatever. I love gifts, as you guys know, because I respond to most of your posts in like a gift form. They're my favorite. I can have a full conversation with Alex through text message just on those little gifts. So like something different like that, sometimes I'll record myself doing a little happy birthday video and I send that to people. Just personalize it a little bit more. I feel that sending a message is more personal than just writing on their wall, because half the time on their birthdays, they have so many people saying happy birthday on their wall, they probably won't even see it. So I do both. I just say happy birthday on their wall, but then I also send them a private message to make it more personal. So yeah, Natalie hit everything perfect. I want to give a few minutes. We try to keep these calls at 30 minutes, but I do want to open it if anybody has questions about working your Power Hour in April, just so you understand the verbiage. The reason why we call it a Power Hour is because if you focus for that hour, you can get all your invites done. You can add your friends. You can answer your messages. You can check in with your challenge group. So we call it a Power Hour because it's that power of focusing for that straight hour. You can get it all done. You don't really have to work your business any more than that. I know you're probably going to work it more than that, like I do, because you're home. But you know, they call it a Power Hour for that purpose. So I just want to know if anybody had any questions about anything Power Hour related, or if you're finding that you're struggling with something, whether it be how to answer people or anything like that with your Power Hour. All right, I think we're good then. Nobody has any questions. And then April, we'll do our first call Monday. So I'm super excited. We'll do our weekly calls. If anybody else needs to do weekly calls, whether you are my personally sponsored or not, I always have my calendar and I have calls set. I do them Monday through Friday. So anybody that needs a call like that with me, just reach out. On these calls, I help you with your personal journey to make sure you're on track, but it's also for business-wise. Like if you're struggling with something business-wise, or if you feel your business is like at a halt and you've almost plateaued in your business like you do on a fitness journey sometimes, we kind of brainstorm and figure out ways why that's happening. I'll look at your social media and see, what I see on your social media as to why it could plateau. And then I do weekly assignments. So like when you're a new coach, assignments are something as simple as watch the 10-day, training videos, and now make sure your website's running. Make sure you have your link and send it to me so I know you have the right link for your website. Assignments like that. Then we add different things to your Power Hour to take your business to the next level when you are ready for that. So everybody's call is a little bit different. So if anybody needs one of those with me, I'm available. I do them every day of the week. That's really all that I had, unless anybody had any questions. Everyone's good. Natalie, I wanted to thank you for hosting today and giving us a little tidbit into how you do your Power Hour and what you find important with your Power Hour. So now you can go do yours.
Yeah, I know.
You can put Lou down for her nap and get your Power Hour done.
Yep.
So I want everybody to have a great weekend. It's New Year's Eve, so everybody be safe. We have New Year's Eve weekend.
Oh my gosh.
What, more snow?
Oh my gosh. We're supposed to get another 2 feet by tomorrow.
Oh my God. It's so pretty though. It looks so pretty. I don't get to see things like that. It's so pretty. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and have a good weekend.
You too.
Bye. Happy New Year.
You
Happy
too.
New Year, everyone.